Hey guys, I wanted to make this quick little video because I got some more bootleg Star Wars figures in. And this time we got some clone troopers. These are a little bit interesting to say the least. I haven't opened these up yet, just got these in today. We have the Phase 2 clone trooper as well as the Phase 1 clone trooper captain. So we're gonna get these open and take a look. Now, just a quick little thing, I don't have the authentic S.H. Figuarts versions of these guys. I don't really buy S.H. Figuarts clone troopers. I think that the Black Series over here, as well as the model kit lines, serve, a good enough purpose as the clone troopers on my shelf. But these knockoffs showed up on eBay the other day. They're about $23 each, and I couldn't resist. I wanted to see what they're about, especially when you consider 50 bucks for the legit S.H. Figuarts. I think the Black Series and the model kits are just fine. So let's go ahead and take a look at what's inside here. Now, if this is going to be anything like the previous bootlegs that we've seen, whether that be from like one of the other companies such as Figma or, oh, that's interesting, or the S.H. Figuarts Luke Skywalker that I reviewed before, we kind of know what to expect here. We're gonna have a figure that's pretty loosey-goosey joint-wise and is a pain in the ass to actually pose, but at the end of the day is a good figure. So let's start off with the guns here. These are really cool. They're a much more brittle plastic, if we can focus. Come on. There we go. They're a much more brittle plastic. We are still hunting focus. That is a pain in the ass. They're a much more brittle plastic, there we go, than the Black Series and the model kit. Maybe not the model kit, but definitely the Black Series. They do still have a little bit of bend to them, but they make a very interesting sound when they hit the table. Almost sounds like a Lego. But then we got the hands right here. Got your standard grip hands and everything that come with the regular version. And then here is the figure itself. Now the first thing that jumped out to me, if you can see that, is the helmet. We got some pretty serious mold lines or something right there on the helmet. That focus is really being a pain in the ass. Okay, sorry about that. But yeah, anyway, there's some pretty serious mold line stuff going on with that helmet. As you can see, we're gonna go ahead and bring in the Black Series right here. No such mold lines exist on the Black Series. For height though, let's go ahead and do that real quick. He stands well, but he is just a little bit shorter. Actually, that's pretty close, but I wanna say he's a little bit shorter than both the Black Series, and he's definitely shorter than the model kit. The model kit does run a little bit tall. The model kit does run a little bit tall. So that's that. But let's go ahead and start posing him, because that's where the other ones sort of start to fall apart. So looks like the joints are pretty good for the most part, just from a first impression. We got that little lift up on the shoulder pad right there, so you can get the full range of movement. It doesn't appear to be a legit butterfly joint in there. The elbows, there's a bicep swivel. I'm kind of scared to do this. As well as a forearm swivel. Looks like the armor does get in the way of it going all the way up to 90. So that's interesting. It's a very odd double joint though. Okay, but you can kind of hook the armor underneath to get more movement. That's a little bit strange. Oh, that's interesting. We have some branding back there. That's a little bit different. Ab crunch is kind of loose, kind of loosey-goosey, but it's not as bad as the old ones, so that's good. We got that little kick out right there, it goes about that far. Double jointed, oh, there we go. That is our first fall apart. Okay, that's interesting, because that looks like a model kit joint. almost. That's the thing about these first impression unboxings is it's my first impression too. Let's see if the other one does that. So the other side, I was a little bit more careful. Did not fall apart. Oh, but there goes the upper thigh. So yeah, same problem that we have with the other bootlegs, that it's just, they are super fragile. You really have to baby these when you're, when you're playing with them. The ankle, ooh, that did not sound good. You get a little bit of movement, you get a little bit of pivot, but not a whole lot. The toe joint, is that even a real joint? Okay, either that, let's try the other one. Either that is so caked up with paint or something that it doesn't work, or that's not, you know what? I don't think that's a real joint. You can see the pin in there, but yeah, I don't want to force it. So yeah, we have a pretty much non-functioning toe joint. Yeah, so other than I would say, okay, that's fallen off. Other than the legs, this is a pretty solid figure. The look is definitely there. I will say though, he's got a matte finish to him versus these two have more of a gloss. I don't know if that's gonna pick up on camera, but he is not treated with any sort of gloss coating, which you could always add if you want to make him like a more realistic clone trooper. But, oh, we didn't do the hands yet. But yeah, he's definitely a matte finish. So let's go ahead and get him to hold one of his guns. So okay, that came off easy enough. So we need a trigger finger for his right hand. Okay, there's our trigger finger. Okay, that goes on pretty easily. Let's give him the rifle. Okay, well, it just popped off. So it looks like it's easier to just put the rifle in the hand. Okay, that's a pain. It does go, but it doesn't loop into the actual trigger. Okay, then we can pop this. That shoulder joint is super loose. That's gonna fly off at some point. And there goes the leg. Oh, that whole thing comes off. Look at that. So yeah, if you want to see the articulation, it's there. And there goes the shoulder pad. So definitely the same problem that we've been seeing with all the other bootleg figures. They just fall apart like nothing. And it is very annoying to have that happen. And in this situation, I think it's definitely better to just get the model kit or the Black Series. But when you're paying all that money for the authentic S.H. Figuarts, such as the Luke Skywalker, which I unfortunately no longer have. I gave that to someone that doesn't have the authentic one. I think the bootleg was just fine in that situation. This situation though, I'm not gonna be getting any more of these because they are such a pain in the ass to work with. All right, let's go ahead and straighten out the arm. Click that into place. Yeah, that does not wanna, it doesn't want to pop on anymore. Okay, let's give him the open hand for the left. Come on. The secondary hands don't want to go on the same way. I wonder if there's some paint gunked up in there. Alright, because you're getting the live look in here. Alright, so let's see if we can get him to actually strike a pose here. I usually like my clones to be kind of squatting as if their gun is giving a nice, as if their gun is sort of giving them kickback. Oh, that butterfly is not working. Move that arm into position. Okay, there we go. That shoulder just almost came off. That is such a pain in the ass. Okay. There we go. Got him all situated. That looks pretty cool. I'm happy with that for $23. And the Black Series one is not sold individually, and the model kit runs about 30 bucks. So if you want to save roughly $6, $7, there he goes, he just fell. You know, this isn't the worst version of the Phase 2 you can get, especially if you're trying to army build. But 100% I would get the model kit over this. They're a ton of fun to build, and you can customize them sort of as you go, as you like. That this joint is just gonna really be a pain in the ass to work with. But yeah, so I don't want this video to get too long here. We're hitting about 10 minutes, but let's go ahead and really quickly just look at the captain, see if he's any different. Set that off to the side. Cut open the captain here. Okay, this one looks interesting. So, yeah, exact same body appears to have been used. He's missing a knee pad. Straight up to start. Oops. That's not gonna help. Let's go ahead and pop his knee pad back on. Okay, so there he is. Yeah, pretty much the same body there, but we don't have the epic mold lines up there, and we do have some battle damage. That is interesting. I'm not sure if the real thing has that or not, but I find that to be interesting. The helmet sculpt is much better. Like I said, no weird lines on this helmet sculpt. I wonder if we can, yeah. So we do get the double joint up in the neck. Yeah, that's really cool. That's a very striking figure. I'm much more happy with this one than I am that one. The mold lines really take away from that one, but on here, it's pretty clean. I am very happy with that. Okay, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you found this video, you know, educational. By the way, same matte finish on this one as on this one. I hope you found this video educational. You know, if you're thinking of buying the bootleg, hopefully this helps you out in your decision to buy it or not buy it. I'm not gonna promote or not promote bootlegs. I think they are what they are. I'm not even gonna get into that right now. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching, and hopefully you'll tune in later. I do have a bootleg Darth Maul figure on the way. I am super, super excited to get that one in hand. So thank you guys, and goodbye.